Let's say hi to this week's Center Square, Jeffrey Tambor. Tambor. Jeffrey, if you want to have thicker, fuller hair, Woman's World suggests having what for breakfast?
It's something that I like to eat every day. What is that?
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
You know what it is? It's oatmeal.
Give us your verdict. No. Jeffrey Tambor. King James IV of Scotland, calling this a silly game, banned it in 1457. What game?
Ring around the guillotine. Sorry, it's silly. Because it's a dangerous game. As silly as it sounds, golf.
What do you think? You got it. Your turn, Jeffrey Tambor. In the book of Genesis, what kept Adam and Eve from returning to the Garden of Eden?
Well, they forgot to get their hands stamped on the way out. I would imagine, but original sin. I mean, they ate the apple they were told not to.
What do you think? No. The board. Jeffrey, what is the fastest two-footed creature in the world?
I'm going to have to buy a vowel. Two-footed creature?
The fastest two-footed creature in the world.
Man.
Do you agree or do you disagree? Right you are. Where do you want to go, Circle? The Kremlin has recently decided to release thousands of Russian women from prison. What was their explanation?
It was an amnesty.
Do you agree or do you disagree? Too bad. Where do you want to play, Circle? Jeffrey Tambor. When Pamela Anderson complained to Jane magazine about an article they did on her, what did the magazine give Pam to make her feel better?
A year's subscription. It's a good magazine.
Yeah.
A general amnesty. I'd like to buy a vowel.
No, we don't do that here.
I would imagine they gave her some sort of apology.
How do you feel about that answer? Nice work. Which square do you want, Circle? Jeffrey Tambor. That's today's secret square. If you guess correctly, you'll win a bonus $1,000. Because most of them are scams, what kind of ads do the Better Business Bureau say they get the most complaints about?
Oh, I know about this because I once had a problem with baldness. It's either fertility or baldness, and I get those two mixed up in my life all the time. I would say baldness.
Do you agree or do you disagree? Get the square. Your turn, Circle. Where will Jeffrey Tambor? What's Mr. Rogers' first name?
Unfortunately, Ginger. I love Fred Rogers.
Will you agree or disagree? You're correct. Circle, select now. Jeffrey Tambor. A Greek strokes his cheek, an Arab pulls his beard, and an Italian sticks his finger into his cheek to say what about a woman?
And a Jewish boy goes like this. The girl's pretty girl.
How do you feel about that answer? Circle, pick a square. That's today's secret square. If you guess correctly, you'll win a bonus $1,000. True or false, brushing your hair 100 strokes a day makes it shiny and healthy.
I'm content with being bald. It runs in my family. My mother was bald. It's so on the nose that I'm going to say false.
What do you say? Agree or disagree? Oops, no good. Which square do you want? Jeffrey Tambor. What was on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel before Michelangelo painted his well-known fresco?
Numbers.
That's so disillusioning.
I know. You think he was great, but he just went one. So. I believe there was something already there in painted al fresco.
Are they bluffing, or do you agree? You don't get the score. Where do you word is your Jeffrey Tambor. In Japan, Jeffrey, they spray you, fan you, deodorize you, warm your butt, and raise or lower you. What are they?
Raise your butt? Well, except for raise your butt, that would be my personal assistant. The Japanese warm, they do things with the toilet seat.
Are they bluffing, or do you agree? Good job. Circle, it's your turn to pair. Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, who was Shakespeare talking about when he said, age cannot wither her?
Oh, because I know, because we had a similar background, because as a child I was bitten by an asp.
How do you spell that?
No, I sat on my asp.
Yes, that's right.
I always get those two. Cleopatra.
Make your choice. Agree or disagree? Yes. Pick a square. X. Jeffrey Tambor. After a rooster is fixed, what do you call it?
That would be a free range. Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't. I capon.
Agree or disagree? Good job. Where do you want to go, Circle? X. Jeffrey Tambor. What product has been clocked leaving its container at an average rate of 25 miles per year?
Wow.
It's tough.
Mustard.
Let's have your selection. Agree or disagree? Good job. Circle, pick Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, who killed Cleopatra?
According to some critics, Elizabeth Taylor. An asp.
How do you want to weigh in on this? Right you are. Circle, select a square now. Play Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, according to the National Marriage Project, living like the characters on this popular TV show decreases your odds of finding a mate. Which show?
Hogan's Heroes. Will and Grace.
Do you agree or disagree with the answer? Well done. Which square, Circle? Rex. Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, what happened on Black Tuesday that led to the Great Depression?
This is good because I was a history major.
Really?
No. But in the Boy Scouts, I had a history merit badge.
Really?
No. The stock market crashed.
How do you feel about that answer? Yes, you got it right. Which square, Circle? Jeffrey Tambor. What did Lyndon Johnson name him and her?
I believe it was his dogs.
Agree or disagree? Sorry. Your turn, Circle. Where will Nancy? Jeffrey Tambor. All right, Jeffrey, this year a Fox reality series followed 5 bachelorettes looking for men in a place where women are pretty scarce. Where?
Liza Minnelli concerts. You know, I love Liza Minnelli, so that's my apologies. My apologies for everything.
Yeah.
A football game.
Give us your verdict. No. Which is square? X. Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, what do you strap around your neck and squeeze to make music?
It's either a bagpipe or an accordion. I'm going to go with the accordion because I met my wife when they were playing Lady of Spain.
Make your choice. Agree or disagree? Yes, you got it right. Your turn, Circle. To choose Jeffrey Tambor. What does Prevention Magazine say is the best way to break up a cat fight?
Well, you pour water. You spritz with water.
Do you know the answer? You're incorrect. Circle, pick a square. Jeffrey Tambor. When Bob Dole was endorsing these, the company gave him 60 per week. Complimentary. What?
Didn't he do a campaign for donuts? I think it's donuts.
What do you think? You lose that square. Circle, bonus $1,000. Welcome back, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
In a Cosmo poll, 100% of men said it was all the man's fault when a relationship broke up because of what?
Aha. See, in my background, I mean, my first marriage, I said I do, and she said, we'll see how it goes. It has to be infidelity.
What's your choice? You get the square. Circle your square. Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, which entertainer tells women, I understand what it's like not to be able to find a pair of jeans that fit. I'm flying the flag for normal-looking women.
Well, it's stereotypic, but is it Rosie O'Donnell? Oh, you don't do it as a question.
Yeah, you have to give me an answer.
Okay, so is it Rosie O'Donnell?
Agree or disagree? Right you are. Circle your turn to choose a square. Square. Jeffrey Tambor. All right, Jeffrey, for the win. Up until the age of 6, what do children dream about 80% of the time?
I don't know. The symbology of it would probably be, you know, they make cookies and animals. So I would say animals.
Do you think that's a bluff? Agree or disagree? Too bad. Where do you want to play, Circle? Now, Jeffrey Tambor. At the series finale of Newhart, Bob wakes up from a dream none of the characters on Newhart ever existed. What happens to the cast at the end of the Mary Tyler Moore Show?
Oh, I love that show. They're all let go, except for Ted.
How do you want to weigh in on this? Yes. Circle your Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, who is the only president since Franklin Roosevelt who has not been named Time Magazine's Person of the Year?
Wow. I think it's a guy. He was often derided, and they made fun of him and everything like that. But I think it's Gerald Ford.
Give us your verdict. That's your square. Which Jeffrey Tambor. According to 10,001 food facts, where can you put your soft potatoes to make them hard again?
Well, personally, I use salsa music. But that's just me. Ice water.
Make your choice. Agree or disagree. Wrong choice. Circle your turn to choose a square. Kevin, want to play X? Jeffrey Tambor. Where can crocodiles go that alligators can't?
They can't go in the same waters.
Agree or disagree? That's not it. Which square do you... Jeffrey Tambor. In the movies, what's the one thing Indiana Jones is deathly afraid of?
Snakes.
Will you agree or disagree? You got it. Circle, it's your turn to choose a square. Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, it took a whopping 150 years for Congress to officially make Ohio a state in 1953. Why?
I think somehow they didn't get to it. There was a clerical error, and they just didn't get to it. They forgot.
Agree or disagree? Too bad. Pick a square. X. Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, in Dr. Seuss's story, there are about a dozen suggested ways to do this, including in a car, on a train, and with a goat. Do what?
I'm a big fan of children's literature. Green eggs and ham.
Give us your verdict. Got it. Which square do you... X. Jeffrey Tambor. The American Academy of Pediatrics says your baby should be 6 months old before you introduce her to what?
I can't think of the word. Chewable food.
What's your choice? Wrong choice. Circle, pick your square. Where are you gonna go? Jeffrey Tambor. What were the only two words ever uttered by Lurch, the Addams family's 7-foot-tall butler?
More wine.
What do you say? Agree or disagree? That's your square. We're Jeffrey Tambor. $10 million fans in 200 countries recently voted that these popular items should now come in purple, not in pink or aqua. What items?
Either one of two things. They're either condoms or M&Ms, both of which I use for protection, by the way. I think they do all those research things and color research, and I would say M&Ms.
Agree or disagree? No. It's your turn to play. Jeffrey Tambor. Two news organizations report that when talking with staff members, Hillary Clinton often ends her conversations with what phrase?
Where's Bill? Any questions?
Do you agree or do you disagree? You lose that square. Circle, select a square now. Richard. X. Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, Fitness Magazine tells us that losing weight can cut down on this annoying habit by as much as 2/3. What habit?
That would be the sucking sound as you're trying to get out of your seat. That's something to do with heavy breathing, respirating.
Are they bluffing or do you agree? That's your square. Turn to choose a square. Jeffrey Tambor. In which of her films does Barbara Streisand look into the mirror and say the movie's immortal first words, "Hello, gorgeous"?
All of them. I played Yentl.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was billed as the first bald Yentl. It was wonderful. I think it was Funny Girl.
Let's have your selection. Agree or disagree? Right you are. Circle, select a... Jeffrey Tambor. Your porpoise is swimming upside down.
My porpoise.
Your porpoise. What is your upside-down swimming porpoise looking for?
Love in all the wrong places. Animals that are looking for a mate are usually display aberrant behavior. Like I go like this. Looking for a mate.
Do you know the answer? Yes, indeed. Circle's turn now. Jeffrey Tambor. That's today's secret square. If you guess correctly, you'll win a bonus $1,000. If you were an Academy Award winner before 1950, what could you do with your Oscar that you can't do now?
I don't think you can sell it or hawk it.
Do you know the answer? Yes, indeed. Circle Jeffrey Tambor. In the classic Paul Simon song, "Hop on the Bus, Gus, and Make a New Plan, Stan," those are two ways to do what?
To get Art Garfunkel back. To leave your lover.
How do you feel about that answer? You're right. Which square, Circle? Jeffrey Tambor. What famous poet is well known for rarely using capital letters and filling his poems with inappropriate punctuation?
E.E. Cummings.
Make your choice. Agree or disagree? Yes, indeed. Circle AX Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, Eric the Red had a way with words. He discovered this country, gave it a name he thought would attract lots of settlers who he could then rule. What country?
Eric the Red. Greenland.
What do you think? Got it. Select a square. In the Middle Ages, not just anyone could become a knight. In fact, you could only be a knight if your father was what?
Sort of royalty of the Knights. Oh, he was a member of the Knights of the Templar.
Make your choice. Agree or disagree? Wrong choice. Select Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey, no movie had grossed over $100 million until this one came along in 1975. What was it?
Star Wars.
Do you agree or disagree with the answer? Right you are. Jeffrey, believe it or not, the very first tennis balls were stuffed with what?
Sour cream and chives. It grieves me to say this, but I think it's hair.
Give us your verdict. No. Where are you going? Jeffrey, what character's name completes this classic Kipling poem? You're a better man than I am. Who?
You're a better man than I am, Dom DeLuise. You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Agree or disagree? You don't get the square. Circle's turn now. Jeffrey, when Boris Yeltsin planned a fishing trip to a Russian lake, officials decided to add what to the water to make his trip more enjoyable?
It sounds like something bureaucrats would do, but I think to make him feel better about himself, they probably stocked it with fish.
Do you agree or do you disagree? Got it. Circle, select a square now. Ladies Ladies' Home Journal named the 30 most powerful women in America. Number 1 was Oprah Winfrey. What political woman was number 2?
I'm going to go with our First Lady, Laura Bush.
Agree or disagree? Yes, indeed. Circle, Tambor. There is really only one creature that the average polar bear fears. What is it?
Well, sadly, it's man.
Do you agree or do you disagree? Too bad. Where do you want Jeffrey Tambor? Why did traditional Navajo Indian mothers-in-law wear bells?
I hate hackneyed mother-in-law jokes. I just got married, and my mother-in-law is Polish, and she just wears around her neck a simple pierogi. I would imagine it denotes something about pleasing the gods, so it would be to ward off evil.
Let's have your selection. Agree or disagree? Oh, sorry, you're wrong. Circle's turn now. Abraham Lincoln said the best way to destroy your enemy is to make him what?
To make him powerful.
Make your choice. Agree or disagree? Sorry. Circle's turn now.